Hey, what's going on, missionaries? Okay, so when it comes to finding your or creating your purpose, sometimes your purpose can be a clearly defined goal plus a opportunity, and then it equals purpose. You know, a clearly defined goal, a opportunity, and a need in the marketplace. Let me. Damn, I can't flip the camera. But if I could flip the camera, I would, so I can show you guys a clearly defined goal, a need in the marketplace, and clearly defined goal, a need in the marketplace, and yeah, I forgot the other one. But sometimes your purpose is not. And I'm learning this in this effeminate world. I think we romanticize purpose too much. I think we romanticize passion too much because I'm learning to come from a place of the masculine where it's not about how you feel, where it's a clearly defined goal, it fills a need in the marketplace and an opportunity, right? So and you become whatever that opportunity demands of you, whatever that clearly defined goal. Let me write it down. um to its opportunity is clearly defined goal plus opportunity plus need in the marketplace equals purpose. And sometimes um we are too emotional about, and I'm learning this about myself. Like, in other words, here's what I mean by that. Recently I was given an opportunity to write a book about relationships, right? And um and it kind of morphed me a little bit because it opened up my world to a different ideology of looking at MGTOW, Kevin Samuels, masculine in relationships, men in relationships, um, um, how we need to be more masculine. Think about the good guy, the nice guy, the bad boy, um, all dating, etc., etc. And I said, and I had to pull. I'm realizing I gotta pull back from that because my two lanes, my opportunity plus my clearly defined goal, which is to be a millionaire and keep making millions, being a $1 million solid in my bank account, right? Plus a opportunity, plus a need in the marketplace. And because I have that already, when I defer from that, I know I feel it in my heart and in my body, like I'm pulling away from my purpose. Like, it's not, I don't have to do that. That's something that's a want. It serves no need for me because I'm not dating. I deal with women, but I'm not dating. So I'm not gonna teach men how to date. I'm most likely going to teach men how to be more masculine. And I think in a world full of that's very feminist and in a feminized, we think all about how we feel about something instead of what needs to be done that will fill a need that will get us paid. And I really got to live this to the highest regard because it's hard to get out of that. Oh, I don't feel like it. And you really got to get out of that. You really got to get out of this trap of you got to feel like you got to feel it and you got to love it to get paid. And you don't. It got to be an opportunity. It got to be a clearly defined goal, especially if it's about income or a clearly defined goal in this sense will be tied to ambition, right? And it seems shallow in the beginning, right? But that's okay. Where if it's about you making more money, you wanna be financially free, right? You get on an opportunity that is aligned with your clearly defined goal, and that will that where this opportunity is not about it's not a, this opportunity is not about you being in love with it. It's about what it will make of you. And one of the reasons why, like, for instance, I don't want to give up my goal of making like $1,500 in the next like 2 weeks, is because not because of the money, but because of the opportunity that is placed. Where it's like, what will it make of me if I do it? Right? Because if I back down, you know what's crazy about failure at this current position in my life? What will it make of me if I sit back and say, I'm gonna quit? It's too hard. What will it say about my character, my mind, my heart, my spirit if I say it's too hard, I'm gonna do it later? Instead of making me confront myself, do what I need to do, get momentum, go harder, wake up earlier, get less sleep, and just keep going harder. And getting the less sleep is taking a toll on me. I ain't gonna hold you. I can't do this no sleep shit. It's really difficult. I'm learning that I gotta go to bed early, and I really do gotta get enough sleep, because I when I wake up, I rather to be I rather I've learned about my body. I rather go to bed early and wake up early than go to bed late and wake up late, because it's not it. Like, my body doesn't function to its highest capacity if I don't get enough rest. um it's just slow. I don't want to do stuff. I'm not motivated, and then I fall into these negative habits because my body is tired, and I get depressed, or your like you get you when you don't get enough sleep, you um when you don't get enough sleep, you tend to be more depressed. And this is something that I realized: you tend to be way more depressed when you don't get enough sleep. Hold on, let me get my food. So with this realization is that, like, I rather go hard in the day, and to some extent, for instance, me and a friend of mine, when we was in college, yo, we had all the time in the world to talk all day, whoopity whoop whoop whoop. And now that I'm stepping in more and more into my purpose, I really have a detached, I don't give a fuck mentality, because it's like, yo, if you speak to me, cool. If you don't, cool. But my purpose still stands whether you're here or not. Um, and I think we have to stop being so emotional about about we have to stop being so fucking emotional about how we feel about the opportunity, because I'll give you a great example that by a Scorpio man that I wish my partner at the time would have saw. We was in front of this guy. I think he probably made at least $1 million plus, or he was. I know he was well off. Like, he was the top of the company, right, in his business, and he made it. And he said, "Yo, I use this door to door sales as a gateway um to sorry become financially free. It ain't really even really about the love of the opportunity." And my partner at the time, who's a Libra, was was getting too emotional about his passion. I said, yo, you starting over. So most likely he got a job right now, and he's doing whatever on the side to build his business. I said, sir, even though COVID hit, so it could have changed the dynamics of that business. But I'm like, before COVID hit, I'm like, yo, you could have hit a bang, and if you really grew with it. Like, here's the thing about when I say when it says clearly defined goal plus opportunity plus need in the marketplace, um, equals your purpose. Um, because if he would have just grew and did what he needed to do, he'd be at the next level right now, because all the skills, and that's what the Scorpio man said. He said, all the stuff I get here, I can leverage to do all the other stuff that I want to do, for fun or otherwise. But the problem with quitting and getting a job is that that's backwards, right? So I'm all about the phrase that David Beyonce said. He said, either you quit or you win. And like I said earlier, the opportunity is really about, yo, what will it make if you make it? And Jim Rohn said about his mentor, he was like, his mentor said, make a goal to be a billionaire. Not because of the money, but because of what it will make of you. And that's real shit. Because it ain't about the money. And I think even Brian Tracy said the same thing. He was like, you don't set the goal because of the money, but because of who you have to become in the process of getting that money. And um 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 so when you understand that, it puts you in a position of, yo, I gotta chill, of I gotta upgrade myself, I gotta do better. Because this whole and entrepreneurship, this whole concept of, I could be lackadaisical and not be better. And you know what's crazy? The number one thing entrepreneurship taught me is you cannot say I'm not willing to change. You can't say that. Because the more, when I say not willing to change, here's what I mean. You're not willing to become better. At a job, it's okay to do that, because you're going to do the same work for the next 15 years. In entrepreneurship, you becoming better can dictate how much your company is going to grow, how much your business is going to grow, because it is a direct reflection of you. It's always your job, but your job is a structure that was already set up for you. So you can't, every time you get better in your life, outside of your business, your business gets better. But the worse you are in life, it will hit your business eventually. You can say the same thing for a job, but sometimes not really. Because um because you could keep a stable job, it's just your life is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's always the case, but it ain't always the case where your personal life affects your business life to some extent. Um so I would suggest. Ay, 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 ay. I would suggest you actually find a way. And that's why I say at 18 years old, sometimes it's not about your passion. I would say at 18 years old, find the opportunity. And I wish I had this mindset at 18 to say, yo, I'm gonna maximize on the opportunity in front of me. I'm not gonna really focus on my purpose. Now, when I say, here's what I mean by purpose, not this grandiose idea or not this big idea to help somebody else. I mean something that, like I said, an opportunity, a need in the marketplace that I can capitalize on due to my willingness to perform. And man, that's hot. And um and and the willingness to transform, the willingness to become, not necessarily how you feel about the opportunity, because how you feel about the opportunity sometimes doesn't fucking matter. Like real rap, I'm learning that. Like it's hard. Don't get it fucked up. That's a hard way to think. That's a very disciplined way to think. But stop thinking about how you feel about the opportunity, how you feel, because it's about if it's about if you're willing or not. Because if you don't grab a willingness to become, it becomes a problem because then you deter yourself from the goal. You get what I mean? And like if I want to be a millionaire, I need to look at an opportunity and kind of be an opportunist and be like, yo, the opportunity is right now in front of me. Let me take it. And of course, like I told you earlier on my videos, there's a such thing as um opportunity timing. Because if you think opportunity is forever, it's bullshit. Or if it's meant for me, it's meant for me. That's bullshit. That's a good way to say I wasted a whole lot of motherfucking time and I got there late. It's bullshit. Because if you was talking to your old self with the opportunity you finally capitalized on, you would tell your old self, yo, get the fuck on. You idiots, get on. Don't miss the boat. And I would advise you in that way as far as your purpose. Opportunity, no, clearly defined goal. And I would say try to make it about your ambitions, meaning your monetary goals. Make it about yourself. Um, at first, because you don't have nobody else in the beginning. Yourself or your family, people closest to you, people you know that when you eat, they eat. Right? Then plus an opportunity where it's not about how you feel about it or you loving it. It's about who is gonna make you become, plus a need in the marketplace. Not a want, not a if I feel like it. Something that it's a need in the marketplace, and or it's a demand or a trend right now, and you can hop on it, get your money integrally, and keep it pushing, and then go to the next wave or get in the next opportunity because you now have leverage of money. But of course, this is not forever because opportunity is not forever. But again, because of who you become, it doesn't matter if it's forever. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's for 10, 15 years. You learn what you learn, you grew what you grew, and now you can keep it pushing. Get me? So click the button, click the subscribe button below and the bell, and click the button below, text 910. Click the button below to book your session, bit.ly/full chart 197. And text I paid to 910-808-9330. Look in the caption below. Peace.